Hi, writers. Well, congratulations. You finished your first draft of The Three Little Pigs. Me and the dog are very excited for you. Congratulations. So now we're going to go on to the next step. What we are going to do is we are going to revise. And we remember that the prefix re means again, and vise means to look. So when we revise our writing, we look at it again. We look at it again to see if there's anything we missed, anything we need to add, or anything we can do to make it better. And after we look at it, we make changes. And those changes are called a revision. A revision is what we need to do when we're making a change. So today, the way that we're going to revise is we're going to be using a checklist. Do you know what a checklist is? You probably do. A checklist is something that people do to write down the things that they need to remember so they won't forget. This is one of my checklists. This is my grocery list. And I always do a list when I go to the grocery store. Maybe your parents do too. So I can remember what I need to get. And I bring a little pen or pencil with me. And after I get something, I put it in the cart. I put a little check next to it. So I say milk, check. Golden Grams, my son loves Golden Grams, check. And each thing I do, I make sure I put a check next to it. And at the end, if I see that I didn't put a check next to something, it reminds me I have to go back and get it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a fairy tale checklist. A fairy tale checklist. Yours is going to be on Seesaw, but I just printed it out so you can see it a little more easily. And the things that you're going to be looking for in your fairy tale, in your Three Little Pigs, is to see if you did spicy details, if you added dialogue. See, there's SpongeBob talking. If you made the characters move by adding action, and if you added suspense. So I'm going to read my story. This is the one I've been working on about Little Red Riding Hood, and I'm going to read it and do my checklist to see what I've done and what I still need to do. Once upon a time, there lived a little girl who always wore a red hooded cape. Everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. See, I forgot the hood. She lived with her mother in a little cottage by a deep, dark forest. So already I'm noticing some details. Are you noticing some? Did you see any? Deep and dark, red hooded. Little Red Riding Hood, called her mother. See, I had said, but I changed it. I want you to go to Granny's and deliver this basket of goodies to her. She is not feeling well. Yes, Mama, answered Little Red Riding Hood. Now remember, stay on the path and do not talk to strangers. Yes, Mama, she said again. Little Red Riding Hood picked up the basket and went out the door. Ooh, went. I remember went is one of those words that we can add action to. Okay, I need to change that. But I did add dialogue on this page. Before long, Little Red Riding Hood was deep in the forest. A wolf came along and asked in a growly voice. Yeah, I already added that. And where are you going this fine day? Little Red Riding Hood had said, I changed it, replied, I'm going to Granny's to give her this basket of goodies. Now that page, actually, let me look at that again. There were some details there. Growly voice, deep in the forest, dialogue for sure. There wasn't any action, but they weren't really going anywhere yet. The growly voice adds a little suspense. Let's see here. The wolf went to Granny's house. Who is it? Called Granny. It is I, your granddaughter, Little Red Riding Hood, said the wolf. Come in, called Granny. The wolf went in and ate Granny. Then he got in her bed. You know, as I'm reading this again, I don't think I did the very best I could here. I mean, it just says, again, here's that word went. I should really change that to a more action kind of a word. And I didn't describe Granny's voice. I didn't describe the wolf's voice. And then I have went again. That's not action. And I didn't do any describing words here. And he got, no, I could do better on this page. Okay, so I'm already seeing, like as I'm doing this, I do have some spicy details, not yet. I do have dialogue, but it's not done action, and I haven't seen any suspense. I'm going to go through the rest of my story, and I'm going to complete my checklist. And then after completing it, I'm going to go back in and make some changes. I'm going to do some revisions. All right, check back with me in the next video after I do my checklist and my revisions.